Hey everybody, and welcome to another Risk of Rain 2 video. I'm recording this Huntress run. Yes, it's another Huntress run. I'm sorry, I love Huntress, and I want to record. I want to finally get her skin unlocked. I've been trying a bunch of runs actually off camera on Monsoon, and I just have not been able to obliterate myself. I got so close once. I actually beat the teleporter on the. I beat the boss on stage, what is it, 7? Or wherever you obliterate yourself. But I actually died to the last couple of enemies. It was so intense. Man, okay, anyway, I wish I had recorded that because it was actually an awesome run. Felt really good until the very end when, you know, it all fell apart. Oh well. Anyway, the only reason I'm saying this is that I have not yet touched the new character, but I'm planning to record a run of the new character and upload it before this one, just so that it's not Huntress all in a row. I know, I don't even know who's watching my videos, but I can only imagine that the few people who do, thank you by the way, must be pretty sick of seeing only Huntress. So I'm mixing it up a little bit, but I really want to get this out of the way. So I guess while we're at it, we can look at the new loadout feature. I guess I'll probably also take a look at it when I finally start that new character, but obviously we won't have any new skills unlocked. So for Huntress, so far I only have unlocked Phase Blink, the alternate for her, well, Blink. And I guess I probably should show it off, but to be fair, I have given it a try off camera and I'm not convinced that it's better. I'm sure the thing is, maybe I'll talk a little bit about it off camera. So you disappear and teleport short distance, can store up to 3 charges. Can be used while sprinting, so keep that in mind maybe, unless if you're not already familiar with it. Anyway, let's finally get into the actual run. So the thing is, rather than a single blink with a 6-second cooldown, it gives you, well, 3 short blinks that cover about the same distance as one blink, maybe a little bit more if you chain them all together. And they have like a 1.5, maybe 2-second cooldown. No, I guess it's shorter than 2 seconds. So you can almost, if you just stutter step basically ever so slightly, like teleport, you can almost chain them indefinitely. That's how fast they recharge. So in that regard, it's kind of nice. What it does is, of course, versus the one blink with a longer cooldown, is that you can, you know, use that to dodge multiple attacks in a row. The thing is, the distance of each individual mini blink is really not that far. So more often than not, one of them will not bring you out of harm's way for say, Greater Wisps or Elder Lemurian's fireballs. So yeah, in that regard, it's not that amazing. I guess the idea is not that it's supposed to be better, it's just different. In fact, if the baseline utility spell for Huntress had been that one, instead of the blink that we got instead, I guess I would have gotten used to it and it would work. The biggest thing actually it's perfectly fine for the purpose of getting around and getting out of the way of things. I mean, you can just very, very quickly chain all 3 blinks together, and by the time you chain 3 of them, a 4th one has probably already recharged, so you can probably blink 4 times in very rapid succession and cover quite a bit of distance, and even switch directions in between if you're so inclined. The biggest problem, and the reason why I am not going to use it as my go-to utility spell, is that it does not allow you to move vertically. It is strictly a horizontal movement, and I don't know why they did that. So, for example, with Huntress, I can do this. I can teleport up to some kind of ledge. Well, with a regular blink spell. You cannot do that with the, forget what it's called, but you know, the alternate blink spell. You can aim anywhere, but it will only ever teleport you horizontally. So yeah, that's the biggest no-no for me. Whoa, holy crap, I am probably going to, well, not probably, but I might actually die here. That guy there took me by surprise. dealt a lot of damage, and I don't have any kind of health regen. Oh well, there's something that's gonna be useful. 3 minutes in, I have 3 items, one of which is pretty useless, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not convinced that the left on daisy is really any good. I mean, it's nice to have, but the chances of it actually helping you are pretty slim, and that's, you know, for a tier 2 item, that seems a little bit lame. Just a little bit weak. I would really like to just buy something real quick and get back. A use item would be nice. Would you please... Oh, another one of these. Thanks, Teddy Bear, for protecting me from that one. Okay, I'll grab this and then I'm out of here. Oh, there's another chest. Oh, so too far away though. Oh, this is nice, but... Okay, I'll grab that. I'm not making perfect time here. Not at all. 4 minutes. This is gonna be a 7-minute stage at least. Okay, at least I make it back to where I need to be a little bit faster. But yeah, we are definitely lacking offense quite badly. Oh, already grabbed that one. Yeah, well, it's what it is. Nothing here. Right, so the alternate blink also does allow you to keep sprinting. The thing is, I'm so used to re-tapping sprint after I blink. It's almost automatic. Sometimes I just forget, especially when I'm talking at the same time, but I usually just reflexively tap the sprint button right after blinking anyway. So, yeah. That, and when I do that, of course, with the new skill, the alternate skill, I stop sprinting instead, because it actually does preserve my sprint. While, I guess that's just a matter of getting used to, but, you know, the thing is, I am used to the way Blink works now, and why get used to something else? So I'm just, I mean, I really wanted to like it, but unfortunately it's not for me. I'm not sure if it's intentional that it doesn't allow you to travel upward to reach higher ledges, for example. And I can't really imagine why they would intentionally not allow that when the normal Blink does that. Yep, okay. I don't know, maybe it's just an oversight because, you know, they only recently implemented it and maybe that's gonna be changed. Then it might become a valid alternative. Will I like it better? I don't think so. Yes, having a shorter cooldown on your movement and ability, allowing you to do a smaller dodge and then maybe another one right away, right after. Oh, that was a whip. Can be useful. Sure. As I said, if it had been that skill from the get-go, or if that had been the way Blink worked from the start, I would have gotten used to it. I guess in that case I also wouldn't miss the ability of traveling vertically, but since I've had that all along, it's really hard to, you know, suddenly let that go. Okay, teleporter is actually charged, probably has been for a while. Not been focusing enough on the boss, but I'm also, again, severely, significantly lacking damage. Oh boy. Already not super hopeful on this one. But you never know. I could find something absolutely amazing. Okay, can we please just kill this thing now? And not get killed. God, I can't even destroy the freaking energy bubble things that it spawns. Okay, thanks. And before I actually die. Well, we got a double jump, that's nice. 8 minutes 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it's... Well, we'll see, we'll see. And for all the lack of offense that I have, I don't really have much else to show for it. Yes, I have a double jump and a sprint speed up. Those are actually good things to have. Those cover my basic mobility needs. There's some damage here. Guess I could play it safe and get the dagger, rather than gambling and taking random. Dagger isn't bad. A single dagger doesn't do a whole lot, but it's something at least. It's a start. Of course, right now I don't have any money. There's a big guy. Right. Need to remember that I actually have a double jump and, you know, make use of it. With a double jump you can basically do this. Without a double jump and only base movement speed, or maybe only a couple of increases, you have to kind of rely on, in order to reliably dodge those fireballs, because their tracking is surprisingly good, unfortunately. You have to really make sure that you sprint sideways by the time they come for you, or else you'll get hit by the explosion radius more often than not. Well, yeah, not only is the tracking really good, but they also have an annoyingly large radius of effect. Also, ukulele definitely helps with my AoE damage. I like it. Hey guys, where was that dagger? Over here somewhere. Already spent a lot of time here. Over 2 minutes. And again, not really a whole lot to show for it. Ukulele isn't bad. Quite the opposite. Dagger is decent. By itself it doesn't do much, but I'll take it. But I really need to go ahead and activate the teleporter. And grab all of these. Oh, okay, missiles. Royal capacitor, pretty good. One of my favorite equipment pieces. I'm gonna go with the random. Okay, movement speed. Hey, big guy. Sure. Have capacitor. Where? The banner is helpful, I guess. Should I go for the shrine? We don't really have much healing, though. In fact, I don't really have any healing. There. Play it once. Probably don't even need the money. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this. I think the shop should be within the radius. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not. Nope, just barely outside. Misjudged, oh well. But hey, I guess on the plus side we got the easiest boss. So that's nice. Should probably stay inside the teleporter zone. Okay. Queen is going down very quickly here. Stealth kit is nice. There's the healing pulse. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good healing. like 50% or so? Sure, but I don't know. I feel like on the really tough fights, more often than not, you're not even inside the teleporter area anyway for much of the fight. Maybe trying to kite the boss around and, you know, spreading the constantly respawning enemies. I mean, ideally, it shouldn't come to that, but, you know, it happens. And in that case, of course, the flower doesn't do anything for you. And even when you're inside of its range, chances are that you are not, you don't need the healing when it happens. I don't know, gasoline? Yeah, I guess. Some more AoE damage. Gonna just very quickly run along since I have a lot of money. Didn't see anything there. Really like to buy at least 1 or 2 more things. But of course, there's something over there. Just a barrel though. Yeah, 3 barrels, of course. Great. Should I go back all the way to the other area? I guess I shouldn't. At the same time, though, I would really like something. Some kind of item. Anything. So much money. Feels like a waste to let it just all go to waste. And since I'm already making terrible time here, guess I might as well screw myself completely. There's a chest up there. Is that another one, or is that... No, that's open. Okay, a second dagger. Good. There's another chest. Okay, well, that looks like that's pretty much the last thing here. Another movement speed up. Okay. At least that helps to cut my losses a little bit, time-wise. Actually, I'm kind of happy with my movement speed at this point. A little bit couldn't hurt. Hello. There usually isn't anything in here. The key, alright. Sure. Yeah, a little bit more doesn't hurt, but honestly, not that much more, or else it becomes too hard to control. Okay. Well, 15 minutes. I mean, I guess it's still salvageable. I don't know how much time I spent on this stage, though. Too much. That's for certain. 16, yeah. Definitely gonna be well over 20 minutes by the time I reach stage 4, which is usually, you know, under 20 is pretty good pace. Around 20 is pretty good. Over 20 is often problematic. That's kind of how I gauge my pace. How expensive is this tier 2 chest? Probably way too expensive. Yeah, about 300. I mean, I'm actually not that far off, so I think I'm going to just blow up something in the distance there. Rip. Oh, hi. Right. There are buffaloes. Oh, what? Ouch. Who sniped me? Where'd that come from? Oh! Up there. Sneaky little devil. Ah, okay. I was waiting for that guy actually to blast him with the capacitor. I guess I can probably go ahead and buy another teddy bear. and also, you know, actually collect it when I get the chance. Alright. Already getting a little bit hectic in here, which is definitely not a good sign. Okay. Oh! Oh! Yes, I'll take a straight up damage increase. Play this twice. No luck. I guess I can play it again. Oh, wow, that's quite unlucky. There's my free box, though. We get a tier 2 item out of it, which is decent. Okay, let's... Oh, really? 1 gold off. Well, not anymore. Another dagger. Keep in mind that there's a box there. Another box here, another box there. Wow, tons of boxes. There's a teleporter. I guess I'm going to activate it and hope that I'll end up with enough money to buy some of those easily accessible boxes there. I should. Doom Strider. Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh. Of course there would be 2 of them. Now let's definitely focus on that one. Okay, 1 down. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, I have no idea what even happened. Oh, thanks. Okay. You know what? I'll never say anything bad about the Left on Daisy again. That actually was perfect timing. I wonder if it actually triggers when you fall below a certain health threshold or something. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of how I wish it would work, but at the same time I'm not sure there's really anything that complex and going on there. It's probably just going up based on a timer. But who knows, maybe it's slightly intelligent. I think what happened there is I obviously tried to fire off my volley, and the camera was in a really awkward spot there because of the cave ceiling. And while I hung there, not really sure what was going on, he must have, the Doomsdayer must have shot his own volley straight up and into me, which was just really unfortunate timing. If that's what happened, but seems to make sense to me. Okay, nice. Still have a lot of money. There's usually something around here. Oh, like a tier 2. Okay. Some more movement speed. Just decent. A drone, yeah, sure. And I really need to get out of here. Okay, well, I was hoping for maybe another item, but oh well. 22. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah. Typically, I like to aim for about 20 or under by the time I reach stage 4. Not today. Okay, it's this one. For better or worse. Honestly, I'm not sure which one I prefer for stage 4. I've really only seen the new stage, like, 3 times in total. And I like it aesthetically. It also feels smaller than this one. But that might not actually be true. I don't know. I guess it depends. If the tunnel is open on this stage here, it must be bigger. It's just a massive stage. Oh boy, it's getting pretty hot up here. Do not like the Lemurian there. Oh, don't like getting shot in the back. Okay, that should kill him. Oh, almost. Mostly. Oh, that guy somehow died. Hi there. Surprise Lemurian. But nasty surprise too. Okay. Let's actually go ahead and... see, 240 times 16, 320, 4,000 something, I don't know. It's the cost for the tier 3 chest. Guess I could be calculating it a bit more precisely, but 1900. So we're actually almost halfway there. Is it even right for 40 times... wait, what? 240 times 16? 200 times 16 is 3,200, yeah. 40 times 16... 640. Wait, is that right? I'm totally confused myself now. I should not try to do math, play this game on Monsoon, and talk English at the same time. It's just bound to fail, bound to lead to embarrassment. Okay, crowbar is decent. Since we're right here. Oh, 3.8. Okay, so that is correct. Shouldn't have doubted myself, maybe. 3,200 plus 600 something. Okay, 579 for a missile drone. Is this a missile drone? Yes, of course. Incinerator drones are much larger. Also, they are quite rare, actually. Barely seen them at all. Okay, is this useful? Oh. Those just died before I even shot them. Also doing a terrible job preserving my money for the tier 3 chest. I mean, ultimately, if I'm going to buy everything, I might as well grab more smaller, cheaper items first to make farming for the tier 3 chest easier and possibly safer. Ideally. What do I want from this? Do I want the infusion? Do I want the buckler? No. Missile? Already have one. It does stack damage though, so I wonder. I guess I'm gonna go for the infusion. Brilliant Behemoth actually helps a lot damage-wise. That makes such a big difference. Okay, this is close to the teleporter, so I'm going to buy that during the boss fight, possibly. And another tier 2 chest. Here's the incinerator drone, and we got a fuel cell, okay. Actually pretty useful. Oh, there's a chance shrine up there. Another tier 2 chest, because why not? Oh, there's yet another one. Holy crap, what is this stage? Okay, I somehow... There we go. I tried firing off my capacitor multiple times there, but... Sure. You have one too. And you. Cooldown is nice and short on the capacitor at this point, but could definitely be even shorter. Like up to 2000. I think I'm gonna save for the tier 3 just to get it out of the way. Then maybe I'll go ahead and activate the teleporter, and then we'll see how much money I end up with and buy as much as I can. $2,300. I think I might as well check out the rest of the map while I'm at it. There's another missile drone. My gunner drone is doing its best. Actually, surprisingly, still alive after all this time. Okay, actually we're suddenly pretty close to the tier 3 chest. In fact, almost there. Okay. Where are we? There we go. And it's Clover. Well, that's amazing. We might actually have a decent run suddenly. I mean, it started out bad, and if it had actually started out good, and then, you know, developed the way it did, then it would be an amazing run. The way it is, it's... well, we'll see if it's salvageable. I took a lot of damage there that I shouldn't have taken, probably. That's not a great item. Okay, dealt some good damage to that guy. He actually took a lot of damage after the fact, after I shot. Ran right into the spike there. Okay, sniped him. Okay, one down. No, actually not. He just teleported over. There we go. Both down. Double kill, pretty much. Don't know how I managed that. Second infusion, alright. Teleporter mostly charged. Okay, this went decently, all things considered. Having two of the best tier 3s in the game definitely helps a lot. To 2200, a bit more after I take care of the stragglers. Alright. Leeching seed. Didn't even check if the tunnel is open, but I don't think it is. Probably. It might be, actually. Oh, it totally is. Holy crap. I mean, the thing is, I guess I'll buy any tier 2 chest that I see just just in case I get a tier 3 out of it. Did I see the rusty lockbox? I don't remember. There was a luck shrine, a chance shrine, on the middle platform. Oh, is this a tier... No. This looked so weird. I thought it was another tier 3 chest. Healing chest? I guess I might as well. Oh, another infusion. Wow. Okay. Hello. Get some hermit crabs. Shooting me from up there. Okay, shrine. Just wanted to make sure that it's not a golden shrine. With the lighting, I sometimes don't know right away. Okay, we got really lucky with that one, needless to say. Grab more money. Should probably check up here. Oh, crit printer, yeah. Actually, I probably don't need... I don't know how many I need with Clover, increasing my odds at everything, including crits, as far as I'm aware. Oh, there goes my brooch. Oh, and the teddy bear. Oh, you know. Should I don't know if 6 is enough. It might be enough. It might give me full crit at this point. There's a tier 3 chest. Tier 2, I mean. Okay, a bandolier. Another guillotine. Okay. Some fungus would have been nice, but oh well. Okay, let's play this chance shrine because I'm feeling lucky. Okay, fuel cell is very good. And with that, I'm too poor to afford anything. Great. I mean, we got some amazing stuff from here. Needless to say, it was all worth it for the Clover alone. And a crit printer is also really, really good. The thing is, I'm probably gonna die, but, you know. Maybe not. Maybe I can actually finally do it. The one time I decided to record it, because, you know, might as well. So there was another crit glasses. I think I'm gonna take that one here. I'm not even sure. Maybe the shield generator? That's not much though. Multiple fuel cells on the royal capacitor are so nice. Oh, almost jumped off there. Great. Sure, have another one. And a crit. Now that I think about it, I think they didn't all crit, so I guess I'm not maxed out yet. That said, we're also at 2,000 gold. So I can just go ahead and, you know what, fly random. Surprise me. Okay, attack speed. That's very good. I think this is the one with the glasses, right? Yes. Okay. And teleporter. I mean, we should be critting almost all the time, if we're not critting all the time. Alright, okay, that's decent. That guy's actually scary. Okay. Also freaking wandering vagrant somewhere? Where though? What? Wasn't that... Oh, was that just jellyfish? I could have sworn there was a... one of those wandering vagrant projectiles, but I guess not. We go for actually some regen increase. Oh yeah, okay, so we have jellyfish here. Oh, okay, that's all it was. I mean, they're bad enough as it is. Quite deadly. Wait, did I not activate the thing? I thought I did, because... Okay, now there we go. Beetle Queen. Well. Don't mind if you do. Okay. Was I actually hit head-on by one of the greater wisps? Probably not, or else I would probably be much deader than I am now. Okay, Beetle Queen actually suddenly died from something? Okay. Gyro's banned, nice, more damage on hits. That is being amplified by my clover. Healing glass. Of course it went to waste as it usually does, but you know, it possibly saved my bacon once on this run, so I'm really not complaining at all. Just saying that it's probably one of the weakest tier 2s, unfortunately. I guess if you stack it, it becomes pretty nice, but it's always, you know, you always have to ask yourself, sure, if I have 10 of those, it's probably pretty good, but if I had 10 of anything else, wouldn't that be better, ultimately? So, yeah. Let's just move on. I have a ton of money, but I really feel like I probably should have at least checked out that shop. 2 shops? Actually, yeah. Maybe I should have looked around at least a little bit before ditching. The thing is, I feel reasonably powerful now. Of course, I am also extremely squishy because I'm Huntress, but... maybe I should try and end this quickly rather than trying to get as many items as possible. I mean, right now I'm killing things really fast, so that's nice. I would like to keep the upper hand if I can, so you know what? Yeah, sure. I'll just activate it now, and... Okay. Getting a little bit dicey in here. Alright, that one's not damaged at all. Wait, no it is. It isn't. I mean, it wasn't. Now it is. Okay. These big guys need to get out of here. Give me some room to breathe. Come on. Putting so much pressure on me with those lasers. There we go, okay. Yeah, you know what? Saving up a couple of charges of the capacitor and then firing them off all at once is actually pretty nice. Is there something here? What is that? Gunner drone for 1,000? I'm not sure. Probably should not just be jumping backwards without knowing what's behind me. The teleporter is charging so slowly. At least that's what it feels like. Guess I've been spending a little bit of time outside the area, maybe? Okay. Sure, I'll take another one. Wait, I did have one. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, nice. Approach back. That's actually really good. More would be better, but I'll take one. There's a tier 2 chest. More attack speed. Amazing. Oh, and we get a happiest mask. I guess it's not terrible. It will cause some distractions, which might actually come in really handy on the next stage, which is gonna be busy. That's for sure. Yeah, I'll take more attack speed. Don't see why not. Huh. Well, thanks, game. I appreciate it. 1400. I mean, I can probably buy something. What? Oh, that's a freaking stone titan. And I ran right into its freaking fist. Are you kidding me? Freaking beetle queen here. Okay. Another teddy bear. Yes. Lost one in the printer earlier. Gonna get this. Didn't even take a look at the third item, but more topaz brooch. Yes. Yes, please. Okay, and where was that chance shrine? Oh, over there. That's right. Yeah, well, thanks but no thanks. I'm gonna keep my destroyer capacitor. Okay, well. Yes, I'll... Oh, actually I did not realize that I was completely out of money. Huh. Lucky I was able to afford that chest. I was not paying attention to my finances. Maybe I should have grabbed the drone instead of playing the shrine. I mean, in retrospect, yes. Because obviously it didn't do anything for me. Oh well. I have happiest mask. It might come in handy if I can actually raise a small army before things kill me. Chance shrine. 2 chance shrines. Sunglasses. There's a first magma worm. Okay, there we go. There's some friends. A friend. Magma worm is incoming, I guess. Oh, there it is. Holy crap. Should probably kill that before activating the teleporter. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I actually hit it with my capacitor, but I sure did. Okay, there it goes. It's one magma worm down. And we got a magma worm ghost. What do we have here? Actually, can't really stop to look at anything. It's a bit of a problem. I'm gonna go with random. Nope. Okay, well, I guess more crit it is. Maybe we weren't quite maxed out yet. In that case, we probably are now. With 8 crit classes. Okay, you know what? I think it's actually now or never. Where's the thing? It's over there. Well, I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm actually somewhat optimistic, surprisingly. After a very weak start, we kind of turned this around. Oh! Hey, magma worms. Actually, some of my favorite bosses. One of them is almost dead. Let's fire that into the crowd. Wow. Things are dying. Things are getting wrecked. Hopefully not including me. God. I'm so scared of something going horribly wrong. Okay. Magma worms are dead. Don't get hit by a stray fireball. Alright, I think we're good. In that regard, at least. Jesus. Honestly, this is the kind of run that I would like to continue. I mean, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna win this one now. Or, you know, win as in successfully obliterate myself, but... yeah. Of course, now that I've reached this point, I would really like to continue. Well, let's not get careless and get killed. I actually need to go into the zone here. Only at 29%. Uh-oh. There, I have some missiles. Do we even have missiles? Oh, I guess we don't. Thought we did. I guess I must have turned them into crit classes at some point. Okay. 8%. Almost one shot. One shot, whatever that was. Yeah, sure. Yeah. There. Don't snipe me. Don't you do it. I know you want to, but not today. Honestly, I can't believe that I finally did it. After trying it like, I don't know, at least half a dozen times. And apart from that one time where it was so close, I didn't even make it to... I mean, I did make it to the second loop a couple of times. But yeah, it was really not having any luck. I mean, yes. Look at this. Again, this is a fun run that I would like to continue, but I really can't throw away this chance. At least with this, it's that one thing is finally going to be out of the way. There's still the achievement where I want to beat that stage without taking any damage, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't do. Oh no, okay. Phew. Don't fall. Whew. Okay. Okay. My blink wasn't ready. Short moment of panic right there. Yes, I'm sure. You achieved Huntress Mastery. Okay, let's actually take a look at her skin. Wait. Actually select her. Loadout, skin. And it's just a white version? Arctic. Okay, I was expecting a bit more of a visual change rather than just a slight color change. Okay, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Huh, cool, Arctic. Get it. Oh, face bling, that's what it's called. Okay. Well, anyway, that was that. I guess I'm glad I ultimately capture that on camera. Not that, you know, obliterating oneself as Huntress on Monsoon is in itself that amazing, but I guess it was a fun run. It started out pretty weak, and I was not very hopeful at all, and then, of course, we saw what happened. I actually turned it around, or rather, I got lucky, of course, mostly. Well then, yeah, I was gonna say, next time we're gonna check out the new character, but I guess by the time this goes live, you've probably already seen that. So I don't know what we're doing after that. I guess maybe I'm gonna, depending on how much I like this one, I might do a couple more runs. Also, there's still this challenge here. Wait, not that one, this one. Yeah. See, with the run that I had going here, I'm probably gonna be playing a little bit on Rainstorm, unless it's for the purpose of unlocking skins on Monsoon. So we might actually get a really strong run going, and this might happen eventually. Well, we'll see. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.